Behind the shouts and cheers of adoring Aston Villa fans, you may be surprised to find that there is more to this Premier League football club than you could ever imagine. On this football field-sized allotment, Aston Villa grows a whole host of unusual and garden variety vegetables and herbs. From the bushes of coriander to the greenhouses full of chilies, not an inch of space on this 500 square metre allotment is left unused. During the summer of 2014, I spent a day at the allotment with Bob Tyler. He gave me a guided tour and told me more about this impressive CSR project.
This has all been potatoes because it's new land, and potatoes are very good for clearing the weeds from new land because the soil gets moved lots of times. So this end we planted with the very early ones, which you'll know as Jersey Royals, which are technically international kidney unless they're grown on Jersey. And then we had Wiltshire potatoes, which are being served at Villa Park tonight. And then the ones that the volunteers at the back here are now digging are main crop Cara potatoes. And there's several tons of those. There's 60 rows of them, and they're quite large white potatoes with pink eyes. But they're really good for organic growing.
Bob oversees the allotment and organises the vast number of volunteers who work and relax here. Volunteers like Louise, one of the project's successes. Cultivating and developing the ground with Bob has given her a new purpose in her own life.
I started off at the youth group in Newtown called St George's, and he was the CEO of St George's, so then he ran the youth group.
So did you want to come along with Bob to try out the allotment, or is it something you've always wanted to work with?
I think it was more my friends did it, so I did it.
Yeah. So just following the group and hanging out, giving you something to do during the day?
Yep, definitely. During the summer holidays as well.
So what would you have normally done if you weren't here?
Stayed at home.
Yeah. Hanging out.
Literally, yeah.
So it gets you some fresh air, gets you quite a lot of exercise, to be fair.
Yeah, a lot of exercise. And I mean, like meeting new people as well that go to the same uni as me that I haven't met before and stuff. So, yeah.
And what are you studying at uni?
Fashion design.
Fashion design, and you've got your own business, Bob told me as well.
Started, it's in the process, but we started one.
But it's a great plan to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is that something you ever thought years ago before you met Bob that you would be doing?
No. Not at all. I mean, the man that we do the business with, we met through Bob as well.
Okay, because you're the first person in your entire family to be at university, aren't you?
Yep.
The amazing thing about this project is that all of the produce grown here is either used in the Aston Villa VMF Restaurant or sold to local wholesalers and other restaurants.
Yeah, I've had about 320 pounds of honey from them this year, so I'm going to leave them with this bit for the winter.
About 4 years ago, we opened a restaurant at Villa Park called VMF, stands for Villa Midlands Food, and it was the brainchild of our owner Randy Lerner, who wanted to put something back into the community, open a community restaurant where we could feature dishes that linked in with the local community. And the VMF project was born, and we're into our 4th year now, and basically we've seen around about 40 young adults gain a national qualification in catering and hospitality.
With Bob's passion and also the people that are involved down here as well, I think it's hard not to become sort of so involved with it, really. And it's just a great way of spending a day or spending an afternoon and giving a little bit of something back, and also learning about veg and what you can grow and what you can't grow, really. I just think it's great what goes on here. You've got the bees, you've got the chili peppers that we've seen today, and the potatoes, and then it's all fed back into the, if you like, the system at Villa and the local community as far as restaurants are concerned as well. There's so much more to Villa other than football. Yeah, the football's great, but I just think there's so much more to Villa other than what goes on the pitch.
I think the support that comes from Aston Villa and having a major international brand behind a project like this, which does need quite a lot of investment, and it does need somewhere for the produce to go and somebody to provide us with nice hot meals and look after volunteers. Yeah, it's an invaluable part of the whole sort of model.
In this instance with Aston Villa, it was a great way for us to give our time and our resources back to the local community. There might be companies out there where think, hang on a minute, we don't have our own corporate social responsibility, we haven't adopted one, let's get involved, let's reach out to Aston Villa and let's become involved with the allotment.
Football is said to be a game of two halves, and that's the fascinating thing about this project. It is only one half of the story. In the second part of this feature, we'll take a look behind the scenes at the equally impressive VMF Restaurant as it prepares for its 4th birthday celebration.